Wedding videos for as low as 100,000 naira? Gusto got you covered. Call 080-613-44639 or 080-644-06274. Terms and conditions apply. Hello everyone, you're welcome back to Gusto Reaction. Yes, you know this is Gusto TV Africa and I go by the name Andy. With me in the studio this time around we have Don Ifeski.
Hello guys.
You already know. Thank you guys so much for everything you do for us on this channel. Liking of our videos, sharing our videos, and also telling people about all the amazing stuff that we do on the channel. You're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. Do it real quick. Oh yeah, do it
on time.
All right, on the reaction this time we've got stuff from the Billboard. I remember last week we actually announced that the Billboard was set to give us, you know, the Afrobeat charts in the US, and we were like, okay, yes, this is actually quite massive, you know. And we're saying, okay, what kind of songs actually get there on this particular chart? And then US, we did have predictions. You said it was going to be WIZKid's Essence.
That was
Peru as number one. And then I was like, it's going to be Love One Tintin. But then we're still going to talk about who actually got the who won this particular one. I know who won it already, but let's leave that suspense. Just calm down. Then I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to make mouth. Alright, see, as I said last week, teamed up with Afro Nation to launch the new US Afrobeat chart, you know, and then we're talking about the fact that what did it mean for Afrobeat? I remember you talking about it's really massive, you know, Afrobeat entering into the US market, and now the US market now feels like, wait, we should recognize these people. So you still think that recognition is what these guys actually feel for us?
The recognition is what they're feeling right now, and looking at it, like Lala has always clamored for, that he wouldn't take Nigerian artists or African artists winning Grammys so seriously like that until there's actually an Afrobeat category for the Grammys. Like there's a category in the Grammys for Afrobeat, rather maybe best Afrobeat song or best Afrobeat album. Then you're like, oh, okay, yes, finally Afrobeat to the world has actually happened. But it is a gradual process, and we can see that things are happening back to back. Most likely we'll be winning another Grammy again this year. That's like 2 Grammys back to back. More nominations for Afrobeat in the Grammys in the past nomination that happened. So the Afrobeat movement is really crazy. Look at Nigerian song becoming the most Shazam song in the US multiple times, not just once, not twice, you know, becoming most Shazam song globally. So Afrobeat movement to the world is really great. And then it has shown that the UK market has been conquered long ago, but then US is like the biggest market, and right now it's being conquered by
it's being conquered right now by Afrobeat. Although I think somehow they decided not to accept it, because, you know, when they were talking about those who actually, you know, brought Afrobeat or who made Afrobeat more popular, they mentioned the likes of Beyonce and Drake with One Dance and stuff like that. Don't you still think they're like, wait, don't let's give them all the accolades?
There's always the thing with the white thing and all of that they feel that, okay, the fact that these guys were the first collaborators with African artists and then that got so viral and big, we should also give them their own accolade. That, okay, at all, One Dance is that song that made a lot of people got to get to know WIZKid. Double platinum, making over 1 billion streams. Beyonce's Brown Skin Girl, also another mad one that got him the Grammys and everything. So the whole album featuring a lot of Afrobeat artists. That one said used to milk.
She did actually.
But it's fine. It's all good.
It's all good. Well, right now the list is out for the first week, the debut week, and my guy, the person that I chose, actually came out number 1. I actually knew long ago that I knew CKay was actually going to be number 1 on this chart. But first, let's go through the top 5. Okay, we have the top 5 on the screen. We have Love One Tintin number 1. Number 2 is Peru, Fireboy DML and Echera. Number 3 is Essence and Justin Bieber. Number 4 we have Attention, Omale and Justin Bieber. Number 5 is Free Mind by Thames. I've known way before now that CKay's Love wants to be number 1, meaning that, okay, the highest on the Billboard Hot 100. So do you think giving him number 1, being that you chose Essence as number 1, you think there's a form of cheating?
There's no cheating actually. Looking at this is the Billboard chart, and then it is very sensible that, okay, to also qualify to check as means of as a yardstick, let me use that word, that, okay, let's first pick songs that are on Billboard and then rank them according to their numbers. CKay is higher on the Billboard Hot 100 than the Fireboy's Peru. So it is actually very fine. This is no partiality or anything. If you would have, if it was Peru higher than Love One Thing, that I say, okay, there's 1 or 2 things involved. But then the fact that it is CKay and then it's Love One Thing and then it's Essence that just left the Billboard Hot 100, I spent so much time, it is perfectly fine.
So that means this chart is more of what is happening now than what has happened before.
Actually, the moment. About the moment. Like songs that have charted for a week.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a weekly chart. So it's songs that have charted a week in the US. They're going to put it up on the charts.
Yeah, because if we actually check all through the remaining parts of the chart, like number 30 something, number 40 something, number 50 something, you will see the likes of Ye, you see the likes of Four, you see the likes of Davido's If on the chart. And then looking at how big those songs were at some point in time, and then having a like of Tems Free Mind here in number 5.
I'm trying to remember how the song sounds.
So that if you can't remember how the song sounds, how come it's in the number 5 position?
Yeah, because people are still listening to the song in the US.
Okay.
People are like streaming the song. People are vibing to the song. Tems is quite big in the US. Just because that she's not, maybe she herself and her fan base are not out there doing all the numbers, saying, oh, we sold 100 units, we sold 1,000. Like, I've not seen anything of such for Tems. But then on this new chart, she has over 5 songs.
She has 8 songs actually. Imagine. She's the highest as regards artists that have the highest number of songs.
She's quite big.
Okay, to the top 10. Yeah, CKay's Love Wanting Team, Fireboy's DML, and the Sharon Spirit, as I said. WIZKid's Essence number 3, number 4, Malay Justin Bieber. Attention, number 5, we have Tems Free Mind. Number 6 is Finesse. And number 7 is Goya My Piano. At number 8 again we have Tems with Brent Fires, Found, Rema Calm Down, and number 10 CKay's Emiliana.
So CKay has 2 songs on the top 10. Tems also has 2 songs on top 10. That's huge. Feels will be so grateful and so happy. Like, yo, this is like another big achievement for him. Top 10 in debut US Afrobeat chart, and he's really
same thing with Goya
and Menon too.
But don't you think the buzz for Goya has gone down?
I don't think so, because recently he went. I think he performed in the US recently.
I know he's set to go on a tour.
Yeah, the song is still buzzing over there, and the way I don't even understand how the US market works. Yeah. Because right here in Nigeria, once the song don't buzz, once it don't die, we don't move on. We don't even the songs don't even come back to chart and everything, because newer songs are dropping every week. But over there, it's like very, very different. They take their own things gradually. Like, they can tune on one song for a very long time. Look at how long Essence reigned for in the US. Like, they were just loving it and loving it and loving it. Like, I think that's the way they roll.
So that means if you were to create your own top 10, in sense that you had one put in charge by BillBoard to create your top 10, this is the same list you'd have got out.
I think the list is very, very fair. CKay, Fireboy, WIZKid, Omale. Like I said, in the reaction we did about Omale's attention, people's criticism and everything, like, this song is very, very big. But then, because it does not suit the Nigerian audience, like most of the Nigerian audience, people are bashing the song that, oh, it's a wasted collaboration, blah blah. Like, it's not, bro. The song is over 50 million streams on Spotify alone. That is huge. Like, some songs that by the big guys have not even gathered as much as numbers for their singles.
Isn't that just the Justin Bieber effect? Actually, for you to have gotten Justin Bieber your songs, that's what you obviously wanted.
Definitely.
So I wouldn't say it's a Justin Bieber effect. That's your brain effect.
It is what you wanted. So you are getting what you want.
Still talking about, as I said, artists with the most entries on the BillBoard US chart. Tems with 8. There's WIZKid with 6. Burna Boy with 5. Rema with 4. Davido with 3. But we're going to talk about the fact that Burna Boy earlier this week? Yes, earlier this week he said he was the highest paid African artist. And then there's also Davido, who is known to have money and always known to give us hits. How come both of these guys are not in the top 10? Although, yes, they made the top 50. You have 5 songs, you have 4 songs in the top 50. But you are the big guys of Afrobeats. Why are you not in the top 10?
Well, for me, I feel that recently they've not dropped songs that have gone really viral in the US. They've, like, the numbers they have are like kudos to the songs they've had in the past that people are still playing. You know, radio request shows and everything are also part of what they use. Radio analytics, number of times they request a particular song and everything. So I think like those are the stats that got their songs up there in the chart. Recently they've not dropped songs that has crossed boundaries into the US. The songs they've dropped have been really big in Nigeria and Africa, but then like they didn't really get that massive shout outs in the US. That's why they didn't make
the top 10. Okay, we see how Rema with Calm Down. Definitely, I still want to scrutinize this top 10 very much, because top 10 out of 50 is that if you have made a top 10 in 50, that's really, really massive.
It is.
I'm still going to talk about Tems Free Mind.
Like, I'm trying to remember, like, I can't remember how the song sounds. No cap. I know I would definitely know the song, but then just to get how it sounds, I can't.
Then Found with Brent Fires.
I know Found.
You know Found. So how come? Why don't you have like Apology and Burna Boy Want It All?
I guess the song was not big in the US. You remember that Tems was very, very went viral because of the Essence thing,
and Drake,
and then she dropped her EP. So people wanted Thames. Look at the numbers, our numbers has gone up on Spotify. Most of those things are not Nigerian audience. The monthly listeners she has and everything, there are definitely a lot of people from the US and the other part of the world.
Yeah.
So all of those people are the ones that are listening to the songs that determine how she got into this list.
Okay, I'm trying to get here if the criteria was actually put here for
I don't
the
think
Billboard.
so.
How I know something it was put along the line, airplay,
airplay,
sales of the song and stuff,
and airplay, sales and streams basically.
And streams. So that means we have a year that is still having great airplays, has great streams. Year is on the chart.
Look at we not recently that if got gold and everything. It means that they are still listening, they are still purchasing, they are still buying.
So that means a if and a year and a 4 can actually enter the top 10 so far.
No, I don't think so.
Even in the next couple of weeks.
I don't think so. Maybe if another sort of push goes into them and then the streams and numbers increases.
Yeah.
And then just maybe it will go.
So what did these artists actually put into their work that made them appear on the debut of this particular chart, making it to the top 10? Well, concentration is actually in the top 10.
Yeah. I think for me it would be the virality of the songs, how well the song has gone viral in the US, how people are vibing to the songs from 1 to 10, and you can tell from the achievement that so song has so number on YouTube, has so number on Spotify, has done this, has done that. Look at Maven coming out to say, oh, Rema's Calm Down is like the most Shazam song in the world. At some point, Phineas was the most Shazam song. At some point, Essence was. All of them at some point had something to do with Shazam being the most Shazam and everything. So apart from maybe attempts found that really did not like. I'm still trying to find out what really like made Free Mind to get. Maybe after I listen to Free Mind, I could now, okay, maybe just then I would know.
Just then you would know. I mean, we just have to talk about how well these guys have actually put into their craft to make it to the debut of the BillBoard Afrobeat chart for this particular week. Yes, this is the first time on the chart, and we have CKay as number 1.
So basically now it's going to be Tuesday, same day as Hot 100.
Yeah.
Same day you get to know the BillBoard Afrobeats US chart.
So it's going to be on Tuesdays now.
Yeah, Tuesday. 29 is
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, the chart came out on Friday. Came out on
Wednesday. Today is Thursday.
Today's Thursday. 30. So it came out yesterday, Wednesday actually. It came out yesterday.
Okay, maybe every Wednesday.
Yeah. So that means if you want to be number 1, you have to be the number 1.
Okay, now I get it. So that means must have known the BillBoard.
That's what I was going to say.
So you now know that, okay, maybe CKay is like number 2. You go see there.
So more like them not trying to make a mistake and just be like, okay, wait, let's drop that Hot 100 and let's see if those guys will actually still be there. So if you have a Fireboy DML, go ahead of CKay on the Hot 100 on the Afrobeat chart, is going to be number 1.
But I don't know. I don't want to use that as the yardstick, because they said apart from that, they also use radio airplays as instance. They also use purchases on platforms as instance. So let's just keep our fingers crossed.
Well, I mean, Fireboy just completed his US tour, and also his the last I checked thereabout, he was number 2 for Shazam USA. So that means it's been sought after in the US. So don't you think it could actually get him to number 1?
It's possible, very possible.
So
very
next
possible.
week, who's your number 1 next week?
Number one next week. I'll still with CKay's Love One Thing.
Hey, you don't come up from WIZKid. I know you said WIZKid was going to be number 1 last week, but yeah, WIZKid is at number 3 for this week. CKay's Love One Thing is at number 1, while Fireboy DML is at number 2. CKay
for me, I even feel that this is like so big for Afrobeats. Like it means a lot. It means that people would now also be looking forward to the songs that will be going viral in Afrobeats. People would go to this chat now to select songs they want to listen to, because they feel like, because some people use playlists. Like myself, I play songs from playlists a lot. So like it also help how well the songs will also go bigger and everything in those states.
Wow. We're actually excited about this one.
Yes.
First time on the chart, and it's really great. Trust me, so many big names for this particular one. So many great songs, and there are some songs that we are like, wait, how did he actually get here?
Yeah, right.
So tell us in the comment section what you think about that one. Tell us, how did he actually get there? How did he make it to that particular part in the chart? I mean, Thames actually been in the top 5 and having 8 songs on the top 50, making her the artist with the highest number of songs on the chart for this week. Tell us what you think in the comment section, and trust us to be there to answer to some, if not all, of your questions and your comments. My name is Andy. Have a sweet day. Bye-bye.